Hello everyone, my name is Vicky Styles and the movie I'm here to talk about today is Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Now I know most of you already know this movie and I'm sure that not quite many of you have watched it. So I'm here to do a review. I'm going to tell you the plot and some other things about this movie in the course of this video. But before I get into the details of this movie, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, make a comment and share this video after you're done watching. If you want to get notifications anytime I upload a new video to this channel, then click the bell notifications beside the subscribe button, which is just down below. And if you make a comment on this video or any other video on this channel, then I will definitely put it out in my next video, just like these two comments from very faithful fans of mine, and I love their appreciation of my content. I love their comments on my videos, and I love the fact that they are also putting their own ideas into my videos. So if you make a comment on this channel, then I will definitely put it out in my next video. So keep supporting me and keep supporting this channel. Now, Wakanda Forever is a sequel to the first movie, which is Black Panther alone, and it is a 2022 superhero movie made by Marvel. It is the 30th movie in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe franchise, and this movie was directed by Ryan Coogler. Now the story goes like this. After Chadwick's death and eventually T'Challa's death as well, Shuri is having this guilt as to not being able to save her brother's life as at the time when he died. And 1 year later, the country manages to move on until foreign countries and their soldiers try to invade Wakanda and get vibranium via any means possible. Now this causes kind of a world crisis and all that, until it affects the Talokan tribe, and the leader of the Talokan tribe, Namor, comes to Wakanda to try and create some sort of alliance with them in order to protect vibranium generally from the entire world. Now in doing this, Shuri and Riri Williams, which is Ironheart, are taken into the Talokan tribe, and Queen Ramonda is forced to make some certain decisions as to getting her daughter back, and in doing so a couple of fights happen and it causes an all-out war between Talokan and Wakanda. Now eventually Shuri and Namor find a way to settle things peacefully, but yeah, there is war, but they settle things a little bit peacefully, and eventually everything goes back to normal until the end credits, where T'Challa's son is revealed. And I think this is just what I should say in order to avoid too many spoilers. But if you really want to get full details of what happened in the movie, if you haven't watched the movie before, then check it out yourself. Now the themes of this movie include oppression, technological advances, trust, and hope. These are things that you will definitely see in every part of the movie as you proceed in it. Now the characters of this movie include Shuri, who is the Princess of Wakanda, or now Queen, something like that, and she eventually becomes the Black Panther after Namor's attack, and after she drinks some of their, some of their stuff, and she eventually becomes the Black Panther, and she is now the ruler of the entire kingdom. Now, the next character is Namor, who is in the comics known as Namor the Submariner. He is the leader of Talokan, and these Talokan people are underwater. They are like Atlanteans or mermaids or stuff like that. Now, he's the leader, and he is doing everything it takes to protect his tribe. And in order to protect his tribe, he also needs to protect vibranium. So both these two things go hand in hand. In order to do that, he goes to Wakanda to get some kind of alliance with them, but that doesn't really work out in the hands of Queen Ramonda, but it does work out with Shuri in charge. Another character here is Riri Williams. Now, she is a teenage black girl who has this almost maybe the same IQ level as that of Tony Stark. The only thing is that she invents kind of carelessly. She just invents and lets it get seen all over the world without, thinking about the consequences of revealing such inventions. So that's who Riri Williams is, and she is also scheduled to have her own series later on in the MCU, and that one will be titled Ironheart. The technical aspects of this movie, the CGI was definitely amazing, the picture quality was definitely amazing, and even the visual effects were definitely amazing. They really did a good job with the costumes, the body art, and set props. They really did a good job with the design of the whole thing, and I give them 100% credit for everything that they did in the technical aspects of this movie. Now, comparing this movie with the first movie, I think this movie was much more, sad than the first one, especially based on the fact that, this movie was kind of like a dedication to Chadwick, who was the real life actor of T'Challa, and because of him, they had to even kill the character T'Challa. Now, this movie was much more sad and much more, had more of sad elements to this movie. There were little comedy, but not as much as the first movie. So it is only comparable to the first movie based on the technical aspects. Aside the technical aspects, I think this movie was much better in CGI, much better in everything else, but it was more sad than the first movie. Now, the actors did great, they did wonderful in terms of martial arts, in terms of fight scenes and battle scenes, the use of superpowers, and also the use of their weapons. They did very well in their performances of the various characters that are notable in this movie. The soundtracks of this movie are more or less original songs made by different artists, some from America and some are typical Africans. The soundtracks make perfect sense with the movie, and they go hand in hand with certain scenes, certain moods of this movie. So you can check it out on Spotify or SoundCloud or anywhere else it is available. And I think they were just generally good for the movie. Now, my general description for this movie is it is a good, very good dedication to the late Chadwick Boseman or T'Challa, and it is a very great way to move forward for the franchise. This movie actually gives us a way to actually move on from the whole tragic incident that occurred. I think that was in 2020, and I am rating this movie a 9.7 out of 10. Reason being that to me, most of the fight scenes weren't really that tough as I expected it, especially the fight scene with between Shuri and Namor. I think that fight scene wasn't really as tough, and it wasn't really as epic as I expected it. But anyways, let's ignore all that, and let's just say the movie was good, but except for some few fight scenes that weren't really that epic as I expected it. Now, my recommendations: if you are watching this movie, you can watch it with your entire family. Only little parental guidance is advised. And well, if you're watching this movie, don't get too emotional with the whole Chadwick Boseman thing. Let's just let the movie go, as it proceeds. Just let the movie move forward, and you will definitely enjoy it if you're not too emotional with the whole Chadwick Boseman incident. So that is my review for this movie. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to follow me anywhere else aside YouTube, all my links are put in the description below. Watch different videos from this channel and follow me anywhere you deem necessary. Now, aside that, stay subscribed to this channel by clicking the bell notifications beside the subscribe button after you've subscribed. And for those of you who would also love your comments to be posted on my next video, just make a comment, as simple as that, and it will definitely be put out in my next video. Until my next video, stay safe and take care of yourself.